Okay, today I'm super excited to teach you another application of that rule that we learned yesterday. Today we will be using cross products to solve for an unknown. That's what we're going to be doing today. So let's write it across the top of our paper. Solve for an unknown. Now, when we say an unknown, what I mean is a variable. That letter that gets stuck into a problem, and you're supposed to try and figure out what that number is. Okay? That is a variable. Usually we'll use x. But honestly, we could use any number we feel like, A, B, C, D, and all the rest. So, if you'll notice, on your paper, we have a proportion. Two ratios that are set equal to each other. And we are going to solve for this variable right there. There's the x. I don't know what number goes there. We're going to use our rule to find out what goes there. Now, since this is all black and white, I'm going to get my colors out, and we are going to color cross multiplication again. Okay, so this one right here, okay, 9 times 2 is going to be in green. And the other side is going to have x times 3. And you're like, wait a minute, I don't know what x is. How can I multiply it by 3? Well, short story is you can't. But you can write it down. X times 3, we usually write it like this, with the 3x. And we know that these are mushed next to each other, means that there is a hidden multiplication sign right there. Okay, so get used to that. They kind of mush things together, just like they did with these parentheses, when they want us to multiply. Okay, so looking at this, we have x times 3, which was the pink, equals 9 times 2, which was the green. Now we're following our rules here. Set the cross products, okay, cross products equal to each other. Ta-da! That part's done. Simplify. Now I'm going to take this part and I'm going to give it a box. Why am I doing that? Because they mushed everything together, and that makes me angry. So we're going to rewrite it over here in a more step-by-step manner. Okay? If we had x times 3, this, we could write it 3x. And this, 2 times 9 is 18. This part down here is our next step. I don't want you to get those two confused. So we're going to put a separation in between the two steps, okay? We want to separate those two steps. Now the second step, I'm going to rewrite my problem right here. Now I'm going to divide, okay? Now, we are going to be dividing both sides by the 3. Now, why are we doing that? Because we're doing the opposite of multiplication. And as long as we do the same thing to both sides of the equation, we're keeping it equal. X equals 3 divided by 3 is 1. So there's 1x right there. 18 divided by 3 is 6. Okay, That was a little fast. Let's go through it one more time. Step 1, you have your two equivalent ratios, and you set the cross products equal to each other. Okay, did that. Step 2, you're going to simplify. That means do this multiplication that you can. Okay, and we got 18. We couldn't do the 3 times x, so we just left it as 3 times x. Now we're going to solve by doing the opposite of multiplication. We're going to divide on both sides to keep it equal, and we find out that x is 6. Ta-da! We have used cross multiplication to find a missing variable. My favorite thing about this form is that we can use this no matter where the variable is. Look at these problems right here. We've got a variable right here. We've got a variable right here. We've got a variable over here and a variable right there. Doesn't matter. We're going to use the exact same cross multiplication every single time to find the answer. Let's do a few together. Number 1, we have 4/7 equals v over 8. Step 1 says to cross multiply and set the cross products equal to each other. So I want 4 times 8 to equal 7 times v. All right, I did step 1. Next, I need to simplify. I'm going to actually multiply 4 times 8. Calculator ready. 4 times 8 equals 32. I have simplified. Now, I am going to divide both sides by 3. Oh, not by 3, sorry. In this case, we're dividing by 7. Divide by 7. Divide by 7. 7s divided by 7 is 1v equals, what is 32 divided by v? Or 32 divided by 7? Ooh, that's a long number. 4.5714. I'm going to round and call it 4.6. Voila! Pause the video and try number 2 on your own. All right, let's check. Set them equal to each other. Simplify. Divide on both sides. And b equals 12. Doing pretty good? Let's try another one. Pause the video. Here's number 3. We set our cross products equal to each other. We simplified. We divided by the coefficient by x. And we got x equals 2.3 repeating. All right, one more to try. Let's try it. All right. We set our products equal to each other. We simplified. Divided by the coefficient by the variable. And n equals 8.4. How did you do? Hopefully good. Now we are ready to practice on our own. Let's go.